guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. Ready?
Ready.
What's going on, everyone? ACAP24 here from HuddleGG. In today's video, we're going to talk about cover 3 match with those seam flats and how we can attack it with 5 different route combinations. Now, if this is the first time checking out our channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also hit that bell notification to make sure that you never miss any of our uploads. Lately, I've been getting this question a lot in Discord. It was something I was going to save for office hours, but I figured I'd put a video out for you all to understand what cover 3 match is about, what you should be calling it against, and what you should do if somebody calls it against you in order to make sure that you have people that are open. So let's go ahead and call it. First thing I'm going to do here is call gun empty wide Texan in the fork play. The reason why is the empty formation. It's easy to show you what it works against and what it doesn't work against. The first thing you need to know, cover 3 match does not work against trip sets. So on the right side of the field, you're going to see that these guys have 3 players over there, right? The A, the RB, and the B. It's going to play just like cover 3 sky. You're going to be able to do flood concepts all day on it. Basically, the seam flat's actually going to play a little less than a curl flat. So if I just hike this ball, what you're going to see is that nobody's going to cover this RB, and you're going to get some easy catches, right? So a flood concept, you can go ahead against trip sets and basically do that all day. What does it play? It plays anything that's in a doubles, okay? So if you look over here on the left-hand side, you need to have somebody in the slot and you have to have somebody outside. They're not compressed, right? And what you'll see is if I put both of them on vertical threads, they're going to match them down the field. So you have the X and the Y have people on them the entire time. That means they matched, okay? So one side of the field matched, one side of the field did not. Okay, so I want to make sure you see that. I'm going to go to the right hash just to make sure that you understand how this works again. See how these guys are, basically outside, and you can see how the Y gets matched, the X gets matched, and you can see how the RB never got matched over there, right? So first thing to know is if somebody understands what cover 3 match is about, they should be only calling this when they know that you're in a formation that's got a slot receiver and somebody that's out wide, okay? So the first route combination that we're going to do when we're going to talk about how to attack this with a double set is simply put the inside player on a streak and the outside player on a smart routed out. What you'll see is that they just don't match the out, and they should. That's just something that's wrong with the game right now. You can see that this guy is going to get open on the sidelines. Probably the easiest thing you can do as far as being able to beat this, okay? Real simple, X on out, Y on a streak. And you're going to see that they both go ahead and cover the Y. X is going to get open. You're going to have an easy completion, okay? So that's number 1. Now let's go to a second one. I'm going to go into a spread set, and I'm going to show you something that you should be looking in your playbooks. Go to spread-wise slot, and you're going to be looking for this play, at least the way I'm looking at it, this curl seams play, okay? Now this is simple route combination. I want to make sure you understand it. And what's unique about this is that they have a... in the slot position, it's a fade route, the old school fades where it actually goes towards the outside. Now I want to show you what happens here on the short side of the field, okay? You should expect that the player above the Y should actually turn his hips and let the Y go, and then by the time he realizes he has to cover him, you've got a speed advantage. I wanted to make sure that I didn't have a speed advantage here, player versus player. This is JC Jackson, I believe I put on him, or Jones. I put Jackson, okay? Put Jackson on him just to make sure that, we had a better corner in the slot. And you're going to see here, see how he opens up his hips? And now you're going to see how on this route, you're going to be able to bomb him over the top, okay? Now, I want to show you something here, and the reason why we use this route is that if I was to put him on a streak, it wouldn't work the same because of the safety. The safety on this play actually stays to the middle of the field because of this Gronk route, right? And see how he stays in the middle of the field, and we can bomb him, right? Now, if I put this player on a streak, it would do the same thing. It's still going to beat him, right? So just a streak and basically a curl that goes, the 7 yards and comes back. You're going to see that he's going to do that same thing, but look at the safety now. You can see here that the safety is going to have a much better opportunity of getting over there. And we don't want that. We want the fade that goes away from the safety, away from his responsibility. And you can see what the fade does is it goes to the left of the numbers. So once he goes to the left of the numbers, that's why we want it on the short side of the field. The center fielder, the player that's all lit up there, that free safety, he is now not going to be able to basically cover him and you're going to see how we're going to be able to go over the top on this play and get ourselves some big yards. So you obviously want somebody, your fastest player in this position, so you have a speed on speed, but you can see if it's even, you're still going to win. Okay, so that's number 2. Now let's go to number 3, which is going to be a double post concept. Okay, now with this, I'm going to go to doubles weak, and because they convert to man coverage, right? Cover 3 converts to man coverage. It actually plays a lot like cover 1, where there's a single high safety. So what we want to do is we want to attack underneath the safety with some routes that beat man. On this play, I don't have to do anything. The reason why is that the A is going to grab the attention of one of the players and they're going to go attack him. The B is going to clear out the whole right side because he's going to get matched. And then the Y is going to get underneath on a man coverage beater. So you can see that this guy's going to get the inside leverage. And once you see that he beats the guy to the mid over here, we're going to be able to throw it. Obviously, I did a really bad play there with my quarterback. Brady's not exactly the most agile, but you can see here if I go ahead and just kind of stay in the pocket and try to trust my O-line a little bit, this guy's going to get open over here because it's a really nice man-beating route that once they convert to man, we're going to have that inside leverage and we're going to be able to get that pretty easily. So a double post concept where that Y is the route that you're looking for. You're going to have success. If you do have a route apprentice, you can absolutely do this. And all you're trying to do is clear out one side of the field. So the A goes across, the B goes across, and see how he's going over here? You can still do the same thing. It's just going to be a shorter route, and you're going to have to do a little bit more with your legs, right? So I want to make sure you understand we're just doing a clear out. The clear out is making sure that we've got this tight end going to the left. We got the B doing a route that's a deep in or a post route just so that he gets out of the way. And then we have that Y route doing his. So that's going to be the number 3. Now let's go ahead and look at number 4. Number 4 is going to be a switch concept. Okay. Now I want to show you this switch concept because it's going to be something that does not look like it should beat it, right? So the PA switch dig. See how it's got trips to the right? This is not something that should beat cover 3 match because we talked about it because it's not going to be match. So what we want to do is we actually want to move this guy over. So now we're creating a 2x2, so now they do match. And what we're going to do is we're going to get that wheel, which is really good against man coverage. You could go ahead to beat this guy over the top. And you can see here that just with the switch concept, you're going to have that guy left in the dust just as well. So if you understand how we went from a trips concept, knowing that it wasn't going to beat match, we moved him over to make sure now we have a 2x2. And now we're going to have the RB basically cook his man and make sure. Now, most people should not be calling cover 3 match against a trips concept, right? We talked about that earlier, but you're going to see people that are not as educated on why they're doing something. They just do it because it's a double up, right? What I mean by double up meaning is that, cover 3 works like cover 3 sometimes. It works like match. Don't know. It's just confusing. You want to make sure that you're one step ahead of them with your knowledge, right? And the last one is a double move, okay? Why a double move? A double move is good to the outside. I'll just pick this play here that's in the Texans playbook. It's called double stop and goes here. And the double move to the outside is going to help you when it comes to any routes that are above 10 yards. So if you look at these guys, what we're going to do here is that they're going to go and they're going to stop, and then they're going to be able to beat their man on the double move, right? Because they went from playing cover 3 to converting to match, which basically is man, and they're trying to go ahead and figure out who to cover, and obviously they know who they're covering, but they're transitioning as you're making that double move, and you're going to see how that's going to be really, really good for you as well. So these are types of concepts that we do, guys, when we break down our game plans, when we do our route combo Bible. It's something that I wanted to make sure that I at least brought to the attention of our public. These are the type of things that we want to make sure that you can implement in any one of your game plans, right? Or any of your schemes that you're currently running, any of your playbooks, and they're concept based, right? And that's what the Route Combo Bible is all about. We have that on our website for subscribers that are in our pro subscription. And, basically wanted to make sure that I answered a lot of these questions for the people that are asking on the Discord and in a way that everybody could benefit, but obviously stuff that we're going to add to this and kind of make this something that you can understand a little bit better. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching all the way to the end, and we'll catch you on tomorrow's video.